Hi, my name is Joevannie Henry, and this is my presentation on the negotiation between Jay-Z and Live Nation. Now, Jay-Z, as you know, is one of the biggest rapper in our generation. He has a lot of fan base, a lot of albums. He is very well known in the entertainment community. He's also a great entrepreneur that he has built an empire. He has a very strong brand. He from Rockaware. He was the president of a record label for a while. He has his 40/40 clubs as well. So he has made this mark in the industry. While Live Nation, they're one of the biggest e-commerce the biggest e-commerce business right now. They do a lot of concert promoting. They do ticket sales. They recently, a couple years ago, um, merged with Ticketmaster, which is also a really big company. I mean, they're made up of a lot of different, like four different acquisitions, which is they have Live Nation. They have Live Nation ticket sales. They also have Live Nation Network. They also have Ticketmaster.com as well. And they all make up a big franchise where they do a lot of concert promos, as I said before. And they also do merchandising and branding for different artists. These these two um, these two parties have common interests in this deal. Where Jay Z basically he's with Def Jam, which he leaving Def Jam. He's been with Def Jam for a while, and he released quite a few albums with them. And he's done quite well with his different albums. Recently, he released an album with Kanye West, which is Watch the Throne, and it didn't do so well. The sales weren't, even though it was widely promoted, um, it didn't do as well as his other albums. So now he's moving on from Def Jam and moving on to bigger and better things with Live Nation. Jay Z's interest in this matter is basically a branch out. He wants to do his own venture. With the Live Nation deal, he gets the opportunity to do his own thing. He wants to go into consulting and artist management. He wants to do consulting, artist management. He wants to also do a lot of some music publishing, and also to do a lot of different stuff. And basically, he's able to do that now. He's able to do bigger tours. He was once said, according to NewYorkTimes.com, he was once said he's now becoming the new. He's now becoming the new Beatles or something like that. I'm sorry. I want to make sure I get it correctly. Um, he he basically wants to do a lot more live stuff. He doesn't want to depend on the studio. That's what I'm supposed to say. I'm sorry. And basically, what Jay Z wants to do, he wants to branch out and do a lot of things, and obviously a lot more money. Well, oh yeah, just checked it. He said he'd considered the new Rolling Stones. So he wants to go out on a lot of live shows, and he wants to do bigger tours. He wants to make more money, obviously. Who doesn't? Okay. Also, it is said also on NewYorkTimes.com that he's also working on a new comeback tour for his wife Beyonce. So through this deal, because he gets a lot of upfront money, he gets the opportunity to do his own thing. He's able to venture out in that as well. Okay. Live Nation, on the other hand, they want to become better at what they do. So having a mogul like Jay Z working with them, they have the opportunity, they have their hands on a bigger, wider array of merchandise to market. So everything that has to do with Jay Z, they're able to get their hands on it. They're marketing, they're profiting from that as well. They get a lot of distribution rights to his music, his merchandise as well. They get a lot of that because they're the one. It's a full package deal where they get to distribute his music. They get a lot of rights. They get to compete with some of the biggest big labels with the rights. So that's a big thing right there. That's a lot of profit margin for them and a whole lot of ticket sales. I mean, Jay Z, anywhere you heard Jay Z's coming to town, obviously tickets are going to go through the roof, out the door, very fast. So they get to organize a lot of tours for him, a lot of appearances. Even they even profit from it, from any, for example, TV, radio, any of that stuff, and that marketing aspect of it, they get to profit from that as well. So that's an interest of Live Nation. Mutual benefit, obviously, success. They both come out of it winning if all goes well. And Jay Z has a record of everything he touches basically turns to gold. And Live Nation, even though they've had a little rocky, they came out last year reporting like around, they said like $12 million in losses. I mean, this could be a good thing for them, and the mutual benefit that they talk about. I mean, we know we've been talking about that in class. This is the aspect where I think in the deal that kind of consider, because based on the fact that they did reach an agreement of $150 million, they both are gonna come out successful. They have to. I mean, with everything that's at stake, everything that's outlined in the deal, it it has a potential to become very successful, and they both can benefit very well from that. I see these two parties. I see these two very big powerhouses going a long term relationship. As I said, if this thing all goes well and everything in the deals works out the way it's outlined and the way it's supposed to, I don't see why they would keep working together, because if they both gain from it hopefully there's no long-term conflicts or anything, which conflicts are going to come up, but depends on how you work it out. I see them having a very long-term relationship. Well, right now they have a contract for 10 years, so we just have to wait and see. But in my opinion, I think they should work together for a long time. Jay-Z, Live Nation, it's a hit. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy.